The white man is evil. He was made like that through nature, now we say. Naturally, he was made like, we would say, the devil. We can say a devil cat out there, a devil element, a devil we could call most any grafted thing, a devil, you see. But actually, when we say Satan, we mean a man or a people that their weakness is not, say, confined to themselves. It spreads, and the others is affected by their wickedness.
In this part, we're going to examine the reason why the nation is working against itself. They also have lack of knowledge and explaining to you who is God and who is the original man and who is Satan. We fail to follow supreme wisdom. We fail to be obedient to Allah. Let's check out what the Master says from the very opening.
Supreme Wisdom Lessons by Master Farad Muhammad to his servant, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, for the Lost Foundation of Islam in North America. To the Muslims of Number 1 Michigan. The following is the original rules of instruction to the laborers of Islam and the title of Muslim given by our Savior before his departure, with a footnote of a few words of explanation to lay pressure upon their minds of their many errors in the past and present, that they may see the light and walk therein. I thank you, Elijah Muhammad. Instructions given to the laborers by our Savior, W.D. Farad Muhammad.
Instructions.
1. The student must study his assignment, lesson number 1. Each student should copy the answers of lesson of Minister Elijah Muhammad and study until the student is able to memorize by heart all answers to of said lesson number 1. Note, here lesson number 1 is said to be the student's assignment first. Lesson number 1 lays the base of our work today and gives the student a clear knowledge of himself and his heavenly home, the best part of the earth, and who was the enemy to him and his nation, and why the enemy and righteous could not live together, and why was the righteous able to cast out his enemy. The righteous nation is now living in every part of the planet Earth. Therefore, the enemy must now be removed in every part of the planet Earth.
Now that part alone, the Muslims fail to remove his enemy in every part of the planet Earth. We're living under the rule of our enemy. By us living under the rule of our enemy, we're aiding and abetting and bowing down to him as an artificial God.
The best part of the earth, and who was the enemy to him and his nation, and why the enemy and righteous could not live together, and why was the righteous able to cast out his enemy. This teaches the student what he must do with the enemy of the righteous today. The righteous nation is now living in every part of the planet Earth. Therefore, the enemy must now be removed in every part of the planet Earth. Why is stress made to the Muslims to copy the minister Elijah Muhammad's answers? The past history shows that the Almighty Allah sends prophets and apostles for the people's guide and example, and through them his mystery was revealed, and those who followed the apostle would see the light. 2. Each student must qualify his or herself for positions awaiting them. Assignment of office will be made immediately after examination and on completion of his or her labor course. Consideration for the laborers of Islam will be taken and analysis in the near future by Allah. Note, to all quarreling and arguments among the laborers over their offices in Islam, until he or she have been qualified and their qualification examined to see if they are fit to be used in a respective position. The past history shows that the first examination of laborers is made by the apostle whom the laborers are to work with. According to the Holy Quran, chapter 59, verse 7, the Muslims were very poor when they first started to teach Islam, and all contribution was given to Allah's apostle for him and his family's support. And what the apostle could spare, he gave to help take care of the poor Muslims that were unable to help themselves, and the other part was given to those who were confined to labor of Islam. And soon there arose an argument among the hypocrites about the use of money, because they thought that they should share equally with the apostle. And soon there arose an argument among the hypocrites about the use of money, because they thought that they should share equally with the apostle. Then Allah cast these hypocrites out and punished them for the false accusation that they had spread against the Prophet, that he was seeking to enrich himself and acting unjustly to the poor and needy.
So, a couple of key points I'm going to go over right quick. So listen up quick, because you never know what you may get. Allah will choose who is best worthy and qualified for their post. The hypocrites was counting up the money. Those are the ones who sold all the assets from the Nation of Islam. We're talking about Wallace. And Farrakhan, he indulged in some of that money. That's why he couldn't get it back. Allah cast out the hypocrites. That's what's going on now in the nation. Okay. The first world order is the gods who created the heaven and the earth.
In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep.
The characteristics of the white man is evil. He was made like that through nature, now we say. Naturally, he was made like we would say, the devil. We can say a devil cat out there, a devil element, a devil we could call most any grafted thing, a devil. See? But actually, when we say Satan, we mean a man or a people that their weakness is not, say, confined to themselves. It spreads, and the others is affected by their wickedness.
So, let's add 2 and 2 together and make 4. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. We're talking about a group of people endowed and mastering power and force within themselves, knowing how to manipulate atoms, knowing how to transmit vibrations, sound waves. They had supreme wisdom. In America, we were raised up, the black man and woman, away from our natural selves, our natural culture, so we acting other than self. in the nature of the white man, he has the ability to spread, just like them zombies. When they bite you, you turn into a zombie. We have been bitten by the supreme devil who makes zombies out of gods. So the Caucasian is against the God who created the heavens and the earth. He's against that God. He's using artificial intelligence, whereas the God that created the heavens and the earth is using supreme, natural, organic intelligence that only came with those gods. Now when God said, let us create man in our image, and then he says on another part, let us make man in our image. The made man is the Caucasian, the Caucasoid. It's kind of hard to comprehend. I'm hitting you so fast with it. But when you slow, you blow. You got to speed up your mind. Speed up those vibrations. Elevate those vibrations. So you can tune in on truth and understanding. Black light out. To be continued.